Hello, dear Sagittarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Hope that everyone is very well. Thank you so much for being here. This is a horoscope reading where I will be taking one card for each house of the horoscope. So I promised you these on my last uploads that I would be doing a special horoscope spread. And this is it, and it goes from mid-October till mid-November 2019. So for those of you that are not familiar with a horoscope spread, you will understand if you watch as I explain where each card is. So we start from the first house all the way through to the 12th house. So the first house is Aries, the 12th house is Pisces. So each house has got its own meaning, so you will know what's going on in that house, in that sector of your life. So I'm going to be doing a layer of cards for free on YouTube, but then I will be extending this reading on my website at divinedebut11.com. And if you go to the extended readings tab, under the extended readings, you can find all the videos that will be up for purchase there. So I want to thank you all in advance for your support and let you know that there still will be plenty of free readings on YouTube. But don't forget, I do this as a business, and therefore the time that I invest, I do invest a lot of time. For those of you that are interested in supporting my channel, I do appreciate it very much. If the reading resonates, of course, please check out in the description box below. I will have the link there to the extended reading where I will be using many more cards. Another over half hour of a reading, so I do more layers. All right, so dear Sagittarius, let's look at what's happening for you. And for those of you that are not familiar with the astrology, it's a way of learning as well. So house number 1, dear Sagittarius, is the house of self. House number 1 is the house of Aries. It's ruled by Mars. And we've got the Knight of Swords. So this is how you are being seen in the world. The first house is the house of self. It's got to do with our personality, our persona in general. So how are we seen physically, emotionally, intuitively, how we come across to other people. So, you know, the house of Aries is the seed. It's the childhood years as well. So depends on what you've got in your first house. It's what you're going to grow into this lifetime. So we've got a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It's the physical body as well, right? It's not only the emotional self, it's the physical body. So quick communication, quick action, quick change. Why do I say change? It's because this night seems to be going to the past, and we are having Mercury retrograde on the 31st of October on Halloween. So situations, communication, action from the past will be coming back. So let's see what's in your second house. We do have we've got Mercury and Venus in the sign of Scorpio right now. So it is still Libra season. The sun is still in Libra. So, you know, with Mercury retrograding in Scorpio, a lot of things that were hidden will be coming up to the surface, and matters of love as well. Scorpio is all about intimacy. It's about how we share on a deep level, okay? Scorpio is also our partner's money from external sources. And it's the house of sexual intimacy. So let's see what's happening in your house number 2, which is the house of Taurus, and your values, your physical body. It's also the house of comforts, the 5 senses, self-worth. So 2 of Pentacles, there is some sort of a juggling act here in relation to values, in relation to money coming in relation to what we own. So there's some sort of a decision going on in your second house of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So yeah, things being up in the air, I suppose. Let's look at the third house of Gemini. And Gemini is the third house of communication. It's short distance travel, collaboration within a small group, siblings, neighbors, cousins, people that are around your neighborhood. Okay, and we've got Aquarius energy here with the star, and the star brings, I want to say acknowledgement as well, because the star can be it's social media. So social media is, we're talking communication through social media now, but the star is also someone that is looked upon as a star, someone who could be quite famous, well known. This is a card of vulnerability. As you could see, this woman is in the nude, but it's also a card of hope and a card of healing as well through communication. Okay, and it does speak of the future. Aquarius is the future. So let's look at your house number 4, which is the house of security, stability, the house of Cancer, the house of your heritage, your foundation, your parents. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. So there is a feeling of lack in your security, in your foundation, dear Sagittarius. There is something missing here. We've got 2 people that are feeling left out in the cold. Dear Sagittarius, you're all about faith. I think that it's calling for you to have faith here. This is a feeling of lack, not enough finances coming in, feeling left out in the cold, but behind there is a church. There is a church, so keep the faith. For some of you, there is a situation of salvation here, okay, through religion, through your faith, through the church. I feel here. There is support if you ask for it. 5 is an imbalance, so there's some sort of an imbalance at home. Okay, so let's look at your house of Leo, the 5th house of romance, flirtation, creation, children, true love, romance, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is getting to the end of a burden, the end of a cycle. It does break down to the Ace, so some of you may be completing some creative project, waiting to start something new. For others of you, it's been some sort of a burden. Love has been a burden, but it does say that you get to your goal. It's been just hard work. And because it's Wands and the house of Leo is all about creativity, it's also the house of gambling, the house of taking a chance. So 10 of Wands again. This man can see his goal, but there's something about something being hidden here. Some of you may have some sort of a burden in love, in true love, maybe in relation to children, or something that you need to be more creative with. But I feel as though there is a form of holding back and not sharing this burden with others. Okay, so let's look at house number 6. House number 6, and you know, because the Wands are all about vocation and work, you may not be sharing this with others. Okay, so it could be that there's so much work that there's not enough love in your life, of course, because it is the house of romance. Okay, house number 6, which is the house of Virgo, and the house of health, as well as it's the house of pets. Virgo is attention to detail. It's very grounding. Again, it's the physical body. We do have the 6 of Wands, and this is a card of recognition. A card of recognition and popularity. So whatever you do, probably at work or in your daily routine, it looks as though you're being recognized for your accomplishments. There is a sense of popularity here, even with the Star card. It's very similar energies, these cards. So for those of you that have had maybe health issues, things are looking on the up. This will be a victory. It's a card of victory. So it's all good. It's all good here. So let's look and see what's happening in your 7th house of partnership and relationship, which is the house of Libra. and you've got the Ace of Wands. We've got a fair bit of fire energy here, which is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Okay, now you are fire as well, but you may be dealing with another fire sign. Here we've got the Ace of Wands, which is something beginning. This is a potential for an offer that's coming through, an offer for sexual connection, a lot of passion here, and this is like the light that's going on. Okay, it's very sexual energies as well. So some of you may be having, remember what I said with the Ten of Wands here, it does break down to the Ace, and you do have the Ace. So some of you may have had a period of being on your own, and now things are looking up and up. Maybe for some of you, you may have reached a point of celebration and recognition where work is concerned. Remember how I said that you may have had not enough time for love, not enough time for play, because there was too much that you are creating. And now in your partnership house with the Ace of Wands, looks like there is a new beginning, something that is sparking your passion here. Let's look at and of course the house of partnership is Libra. It can be a relationship of any sort. Okay, it could be anything, you know, even co-workers. So let's take the 8th house of Scorpio. Scorpio, which we're moving into the time of Scorpio very soon. Now Pluto has moved direct, so very strong. Pluto rules Scorpio. Pluto is all about transformation, rebirth. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So there is an indication here with a message that could be coming through, a message of something getting stable. The page is holding that Ace of Pentacles. Now I feel that this is your energy. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign, someone who's got strong, could have fire and earth. Okay, so this could be a message that's coming through promising a commitment, something that can come to a commitment, can end up committing to. The house of transformation and rebirth, Scorpio, is also the house of, again, intimacy. So you may start a committed relationship where you know this is going to become real. It's tangible. It's not only passion, it's turning into something real. But this is also your partner's money coming from external sources. This could be a message that is promising, again, money coming through. Now pages are messengers, and whatever message comes through, it does help you turn a page. Some sort of change is coming through that's very promising. Let's look at the house of Sagittarius. Dear Sagittarius, your ruling planet Jupiter is there. So Jupiter is hoping to expand for you, bring you luck. Now Jupiter can speak of legalities as well, but mainly it's expansion on anything that it touches. Now the 9th house is all about foreign places, people, philosophy, truth, wanting to go on that adventure. Okay, also it's the house of the teacher, the guru. So you've got the 9 of Wands in the 9th house, and you have the 10 of Wands in the 5th house. So 5th house can be romance and children. 9th house can be foreign places and people, as well as truth. But this is also you know, wanting to go on an adventure, but for some reason, someone is protecting themselves. They've got their walls up for whatever reason. Now, if you are dealing with another fire sign, could be that for some reason, they're not able to travel. They're not able to speak their truth. They need to complete some sort of a situation, something that, and this could relate to working on the web, World Wide Web, working with companies that are at a distance. It's a card of being a little bit defensive, like being very protective, and we'll see. We'll take another card on that and see what's happening. Let's look at the house of career, the house of Capricorn. And we've got the Three of Cups, which is beautiful. So this is your house of status, your career, your highest ideals, your goals, your aspirations, okay, what you're going for. Three of Cups, beautiful. Some sort of a celebration around career. This could be a collaboration with another two people, getting together with friends, co-workers, going out and celebrating. And I feel that there is some sort of the way this man is looking at those three women picking up those cups, I don't know what this reminds me of. Okay, career is fantastic, it's looking great, but in the house of higher education, some of you may be trying to complete some studies here and you're almost done. Okay, so some of you may be, of course, working and studying at the same time. Yeah. Okay, because the ninth house is the house of the teacher, some of you may be feeling as though you really have been put through a lot before you can actually get that diploma, get that certification, whatever it is that you're needing here. Okay, so let's go on to the 11th house of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the house of the future. It's the house of friendships, groups and associations, the humanitarian. Wow, and it's also the house of earned income, money through career. Here we've got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords can be an Aquarian individual. Now, the Queen of Swords is someone who is very just, very fair. She's very calculating, so she's not emotional. She's just looking at the facts. Now, Aquarius, because it's all about the ingenious mind, this could be an individual that's quite intelligent that you're dealing with. Could be a mother, could be a friend, or could be someone that you are in some sort of a group effort with. And the Queen of Swords is, as I said, she's all about the perception. It looks as though there is some sort of a ruling here. Some sort of and she could be a magistrate, you know. For those of you that are in some sort of a group effort, collaborating with some sort of a group, this could be a leader. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very intelligent. She could be making an announcement of truth. She is holding that sword up, okay, and the sword is all about clarity and perception. For others of you, you may have a friend that's in the legal field that is giving you advice. Yeah, that's what I feel here. Okay, so now the ruling that is made here, because she could be a magistrate and a judge or a solicitor, whatever she is announcing here, I feel that it's going to be very good for you. You're going to celebrate about it. So if you've had any, could have something to do with the justice system, and you could have a friend that's a solicitor, they're giving you very good and sound advice, which is going to help you through whatever is going on here, I believe. Here and here, and even it's got to do with your security, your creation, and worldly matters. Let's look at the 12th house of Pisces. And we've got the moon, which is perfect because logically this is Pisces energy. I do say that it can be the house of Cancer, because the 4th house of Cancer is ruled by the moon. But this, we always say first and foremost, is Pisces. For me, it does speak of your security as well, which is home. Now, the house of Pisces is the dark house. It's a very spiritual house. It can be quite hazy and unclear. It is the house of darkness. It's the house of hidden enemies, the house of fears as well, because Piscean energy can mean, you know, people who have got fears that are coming from their unconscious self. They tend to need medicine or a drink, you know, an alcoholic drink to help them get over these fears. Whatever substances is the 12th house. And the house of Pisces is also the house of endings, but it's also the house of unconditional love. And I do see the moon, because the moon is the mother. The mother always gives unconditional love, doesn't she? So I do see the 12th house of even hidden affairs, hidden hidden matters, as well as prisons. Hospitals are ruled by the 12th house. So there is something unclear, something that is quite hidden here. And I want to say, dear Sagittarius, that actually Scorpio is your 12th house. So you're going to receive information about some sort of an ending. Could be around your security, the ending of hardship in your security, the ending of loneliness, because this could be a card of loneliness, you know. It can be. Because what is the house of Cancer? The house of Cancer needs loving, nurturing, and feeling good, like feeling secure around family. Here I don't see security. I don't see comfort here and happiness. So I feel that whatever is ending here, this will become clear to you when the sun moves into Scorpio, because Mercury and Venus will be Mercury will be retrograding there. So any matters of love, any matters of hidden things that were not shown to you around Scorpio matters. Scorpio, I've already mentioned everything about Scorpio. I don't want to be repeating myself again and again. It will get a bit tiring. So things will come to the surface. Things will be known. This also says trust your intuition. Pisces is so intuitive. Very, very intuitive. Now, also pay attention to your dreams. Pisces also, especially when the moon is in Pisces, and it's just now, it's the 12th today, and the moon has just left Pisces. It's incredible what dreams you can see when the moon is transiting Pisces. It's amazing. So, dear Sagittarius, what I'd like to do now is take the general energies, one card, to see the general energies for you. Let's see. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of independence, standing strong financially here, but not being in a union, it says here. This is the card of being happy on your own, being financially stable, but also being happy with what you have. You've got your comforts all around you here. And even though there is not enough security at home, as an individual, you feel quite secure. Could it be that you've got family members that are feeling left out in the cold? Some of you may be leaving someone. If you are committed or living with someone, maybe they're feeling left out in the cold. The Nine of Pentacles is the card of Virgo, and Virgo is all about those details. Virgo is, you know, crossing your T's and dotting your I's. So doing the perfectionistic thing. You're at the Nine of Pentacles, so there's one pentacle that's missing, the Ace of Pentacles that this page is holding. You know, this is the house of commitment here. So I think that Sagittarius, there could be a chance that something important is coming in for you. Some of you may be losing, I don't want to say your innocence. I wanted to use another word, but I don't think I will. So you're losing your innocence. You're going from single to double. Okay, so this could be a very important time for you. What I'd like to see is that Nine of Wands that I said I wanted to look at. Nine of Wands in the 9th house. And we've got the Emperor. Wow, of course. The Emperor, which is very Saturnian. So this is Aries or Taurus energies. It's a number 4, which speaks of stability. This is an authoritarian. Obviously, this is the Emperor. And I think that some of you are up against some stiff competition here, or if we're looking at this as just an energy, right? Because I usually see the Emperor as very strong because he's Saturnian. It could be the energies of Capricorn, because don't forget that we've got Saturn in Capricorn with Pluto and the South Node, which is very karmic. So some of you are dealing with karmic matters, ninth house matters, but going through the standing up and putting in the work, the effort, will give you that stability. And again, we may be talking about the Emperor, who is a person, someone who's been through the lessons of life. He is now the guru. He is the teacher. For some of you, this could be an actual teacher that is giving you a hard test before you can get to the end, before you can receive the accolades for your hard work. Yeah, this could be a teacher, a mentor, a boss. Let's take I just want to look at the moon card, and then I will extend this reading, of course, on my website, as I said. Let's look at the moon card in your 12th house, dear Sagittarius. And we've got the Magician, so this is an ace, beautiful. So whatever has been hidden will be shown. Okay, this is the Magician. He's an ace. So he's a very good chance to manifest whatever is happening up there in the ethers, whatever is going on there. The energies reflecting back down here are giving you positivity and new beginnings and the power to manifest. Okay, so this could be communication. Yes, communication about things that have been hidden. And as I said, Mercury retrograding in Scorpio is going to bring up things for showing, things that will be shown, talked about, communicated, because the Magician is all about communication. But the Magician can also be about business. So pulling a rabbit out of the hat. Okay, so that's wonderful. All right, dear Sagittarius, I think I will leave it at that. I do hope that this resonated for you. As I said, thank you so much for taking the time out. I will be extending this. Please check the description box below. And I'm doing at least half an hour on my channel, on my website, sorry. So I do go into a lot of detail. And again, I hope that it resonated for you. If not, you can watch your moon or rising. If it did not resonate, please come back next time. Okay, not all readings will resonate for everyone. Okay, so thank you very much. For those of you that will go to my website, I'll see you there. All the best, people. Thank you again.